I've been reading some horrible things lately about drinking and smoking, so I've made a new firm New Year's resolution: no more reading. Welcome to Shave&Butcher and the last shave of 2023. And I don't bring this out very often, but it's my special New Year's razor. This is from the Ukraine. It's an art razor. It's so big it hardly fits the screen. This is a 9/8 inch half hollow monster from the Ukraine. It's a model called Capitaine, some beautiful scales on that as well. So I had to hone this one. So it's honed by myself, and maybe that was a bad idea, but I had to because I knocked it into the sink the last time I used it. So it had some pretty big chips in it. So we'll see how we do. I'm afraid it's going to be horrible because it was a difficult task honing this one. Brush is designed by Frank Strömberg and made by Matti Lindholm. The soap is Hasslinger. Now, my friend Francisco from Brazil made a comment to the previous video that, don't forget to use Hasslinger every once in a while. And I am today. I was going to anyway. I actually had it picked out before you made the comment, but I probably would have switched to Hasslinger after reading that anyway. It's a small container, but small containers are pretty good, nothing wrong with them. It's a bit easier to keep track of it when it's small. And we're trying to load quite heavily because this board brush, which is an Omega bore knot, eats up quite a bit of lather. So there we go. So New Year's Eve today. It's been an eventful year. A lot of things happened around the world. Notably, the Swedish king Gustav Vasa was crowned king 500 years ago. This year, on the 6th of June, and that was sort of the birth of modern Sweden, if you will. There's plenty of soap. Try and build a lather with this thing. It's a big backbone, bit of scratch. It's a nice one, very nice one. Looks good too. So yeah, that happened, and some other big events around the world as well. The Barbie movie was released, and Barbie, or Mattel, who owns Barbie, released a Barbie doll with Down syndrome for the first time. Dorothy Matthews, or whatever her name was, 104 years old, became the oldest person recorded to go skydiving. She jumped off an airplane in a parachute at the age of 104. Now I'm about half her age, and I couldn't do it. So I'm hoping when I get to 104, I'll muscle up the courage to do a parachute jump. Would be cool. I probably need another 50 odd years before my fear of death is low enough. Lovely soap, this thing. It contains sheep milk, lanolin, so that's good. Doesn't remind very much about Mitchell's oil fat in the beginning, but as you lather the soap up, it kind of does. Nice peaky lather. I'm going to be adding more water because I did load that brush pretty heavily. Yeah, what else happened? Well, Taylor Swift got her first, well, she didn't get it, but for the first time ever, an artist or a journalist, a reporter became full-time reporter of Taylor Swift. So that's a big thing. And those, I think that pretty much sums it up. Those were the biggest events in 2023. A few wars and some stuff like that as well, but we'll try not to think about it too much. Look at wow, how easy is that to whip up? I could be doing more water lathering, that sort of thing. I won't, so might not be perfect, but it looks good enough. I'm too eager to try this razor out. And I'm mentally prepared for disappointment, but we'll see. As I said, I had to do it. I had to get that chip out. Well, seems to cut hair. A little bit tuggy. And it was difficult. Just the sheer size of this thing makes it tricky to hone. It also has a big smile to the blade, which really complicates things. Let's see if the lather is any good. Boom, it is. Now, with razors that aren't full hollow, there is a different feel to it when you cut the hair off your face. I wouldn't say they're tuggy, but there's slightly more resistance. You can still get a very close shave with them. You just need to get used to the feeling. And again, this one is probably not very good. The edge on this one, the razor is great. And it was quite the project. Okay, let's see if the lather comes off. Wow. If you haven't tried Huslinger, you may want to give it a go. It genuinely is one of the best soaps out there. We're doing okay on the honing. How was 2023 for you? Well, that's a big question. How was it for you in terms of shaving? Was it a good year? Feels like in the nerd community that we're in, it was a calm year. Lots of people on what do you call it, a buying freeze. Same for me. I didn't buy a lot of things. I have so much stuff, especially soaps. I think I have soaps to last me for 100 years. No, the soaps aren't going to last that long, and it really is a waste. So I might be giving some soaps away, actually, for people to use, which is better than them sitting in the cupboard in the bathroom. Yeah, I can see the edge isn't perfectly even, but here we go, against the grain. The big test. Feels pretty okay. Yeah, cuts hair very well. You don't need a lot of strokes with this one. So I'm using slightly more pressure with this thing. I can feel, perhaps it's because of the lack of cuteness in the blade, but I don't know, it's almost automatic when it's so heavy. Up here near the tip is where the chips were. Pretty big chips too. So when I honed it, I had to start on a 1000 grit stone and go at it for quite some time. So I had every opportunity to mess up the geometry of the bevel on the edge, and I probably did. It's so hard to get it even, especially on a smiley razor, because you can't just go straight ahead. You have to do curly strokes on the stone. Otherwise, you just hone the middle of the blade. Yeah, so what did you enjoy shave-wise this year? What was a good purchase? It's kind of loud, even though it's not full hollow. You can hear it very loudly. There we go. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Going slow today. Also, today is our wedding anniversary. We've been married for, what is it? 20, I'm gonna say 27 years. It's a long time with the same woman. And in particular, it's a very long time with the same man. My poor wife. She's slowly getting used to me though, so, you know, I'm hoping for another few years. So our tradition is celebrating New Year's on our own. We don't always succeed. Sometimes we get sucked into having to spend time with other people as well, but we're not out of the woods this year either, but hopefully, because we like it like that. You know, it's our day. Okay, there we go. That's it. Basta. So it felt quite like usual. It's not the most comfortable razor that I have. It's more a looker. And the result is okay, not fantastic. I didn't expect it to be. Might give it another try on the stones. But I was not disappointed, almost positively surprised actually. I think I'll wait a bit until I try it again. I need to improve my skills before I take on a daunting task like this, because it is very difficult. I'm just going to use an aftershave balm today. This is from Cauliflower. It's unscented, which they don't sell. She made it for me because I like unscented balms. And we're going to put on a nice fragrance for the wife to endure my company, at least for today, and hopefully for another 27 years. I'm probably jinxing it when I say that, but should be good. We've got to try our best. Cool. Well, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching during this year. It's always a special feeling when the year comes to an end. It's been fun. It's been a good year for the channel. Thank you so much for your support, for comments and good discussions, good jokes and what have you. Have a good ending to 2023 and a good start to the new year. I hope to see you back here soon. Maybe tomorrow, who knows. Thank you, my friends, and stay sharp.